Welcome guys back to The Poor Investor. Today's video is brought to you by Nordpass. Alright, so let's start off with Chia's price right now is at 32.57's all-time low. I did consider spending another $100 picking up a few XCHs. I may just do that through KuCoin, which I've been using for some time now. I have some accumulated there and I'm still farming. And what is the crypto bubble telling us today? Top 300 XCH is still here, -8% and ranking 210 now. Remember that yesterday I just did a video, it was at like 202 or 203 on CoinMarketCap. It went back up to 174. Now today's video I wanted to talk about Bram. Usually when he starts tweeting a whole series of tweets in consecutive order, that means somewhere someone or an article has kind of egged him on, or I guess in short kind of pissed him off. So I was trying to figure out what's going on with that. Finally read the article that he attached to it and I realized what happened here. I think this will be a real downturn for a lot of crypto companies, Chia included. So let me go over and explain what I'm talking about. Now, very crucial, you need to read this particular article first in order to understand what Bram is tweeting about. Because what I did first, I read this through once, all his tweets, and then I read it a second time, and then I read it a third time, and I was like, all right, he's explaining a lot, but where did this come from? And then I finally realized, and I was like, you know what? Let me just click on this to see what's going on. And right here, like, you don't even have to read the entire thing, but the fact that you could just read the first paragraph and you already know where it's headed. All right, that's how simple it is by reading this one little post, and it's not even that long. A lot of supposedly fancy names in here. And what am I talking about? You got Charles E. Schumer, Mitch McConnell, Nancy Pelosi, and the list keeps on going. I'm not even gonna read all the names, but just read the title. Tech experts urge Washington to resist crypto industry's influence. What in the world? Well, apparently crypto has a lot of influence now to a lot of individuals. Maybe some of them are even invested in some of these projects that are out there. I'm pretty sure they are. I only mentioned like a handful of names and the list keeps on going, and obviously these are all the House of Representatives and the Senate Committee on Finance. You can see all this name here. Combined, they make decisions. And it says here, we are 26 computer scientists, software engineer, and technologists who have spent decades working in these fields, producing innovative and effective product for a variety of applications in the field of database technology, open source software, cryptography, and financial technology applications. I guess they're claiming to be somewhat of a significance in this world of technology, whoever these 26 computer scientists are. After reading this first paragraph, I finally realized why Bram is going off on Twitter. Today, we write to you urging you to take a critical, skeptical approach toward industry claims that crypto assets, sometimes called cryptocurrency, crypto tokens, or Web3, are an innovative technology that is unreservedly good. We urge you to resist pressure from digital asset industry financiers, lobbyists, and boosters to create a regulatory safe haven for all these risky, flawed, and unproven digital financial instruments, and to instead take an approach that protects the public interest and ensures technology is deployed in genuine service to the needs of ordinary citizens. We strongly disagree with the narrative peddling by those with a financial stake in the crypto asset industry that these technologies represent a positive, financial, innovative, and are in any way suited to solving the financial problem facing ordinary Americans. I'm trying to clarify what that means exactly. To me, at least, is that don't think that all these cryptos out there thinking that they can be the next way of doing financial future crypto, using it for money, you know, using it as ordinary money, like how we've been using paper money for like the longest time. And a lot of us has already moved away from paper money and we're already using credit cards. Now, how different is that? I mean, that's all digital money at that point, right? But I think the point here is that there's so many out there that they don't want anyone else to be conned because there's not a lot of regulations on it. So that's my understanding of this. You could read the entire thing. I'll link this in the description. Of course, it's part of Bram's tweet. But before we continue, here's a word from our sponsors. Today's sponsor is Nordpass. Do you have a hard time remembering all your passwords, notes, credit cards? Then you need Nordpass to help you securely store it all on your Mac, PC, or mobile, but only having to know your master password. Nordpass can store all your password in one place, logs in faster, generate secure passwords, shop and browse faster, save your time, data breach scanner, which I love the best because it actually scans online to make sure your credit card information isn't leaked, password health, and Nordpass is a zero-knowledge password manager, which means no one else but you can see what's in your encrypted vault. Not even the Nordpass team can see that. Make sure to use the link in the description below for an exclusive Nordpass deal. 2 years plus 1 month free premium plan. They also offer a 30-day money-back guarantee if you're not satisfied. What do you have to lose? Just give it a try. Nordpass has been one of the best password manager available today. Nordpass, created by NordVPN. What's there to lose? Give it a try for 30 days, and if you don't like it, you get your money back. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you. So let's go over Bram's tweet really quickly. And of course, he has said here, this letter from some crypto skeptic is going around today. I have a nuanced take, so it needs a thread. You know, Bram, I think you actually need to hit me up sometime so we can actually launch it on YouTube. So you don't actually have to tweet all this, but you know, that's just my advice. So let's start off with Bram's first tweet here. He's saying that this is technically wrong. So in quotes, financial technologies that serve the public must always have mechanisms for fraud mitigations and allow a human in the loop to reserve transactions. Blockchain permits neither. I mean, if I didn't know any better, I probably would have believed that quote, but let's just see what Bram has to say. So Bram's second tweet here is, and by technically wrong, I mean, I've been building exactly what they're talking about. So he's referencing Chia here. Programmable blockchains allow you to have exactly the business logic you want around moving money. He's basically reinforcing that he's building something to address that already. Banks provide these services in a way which has very little transparency or end user control, and often implicitly enable a lot of fraud in the process. Very true. On a blockchain, you can, in principle, make it follow any process you want with complete transparency and end user control. Now that's interesting. I really have to compare it. I mean, I don't know how banks do their process, because one example is when you close on a house, and I've closed on a few, is that, you know, when you send your wire funds and the bank does whatever it's supposed to do, what the hell is exactly happening? I really don't know. I don't know what that process is. There is no transparency. It takes months to close because it has to finalize on the paper. Maybe crypto can solve all that time of the essence closing on a house, possibly. Let's go on to the fourth tweet. Working on proper custody solution is terrifying, not because there's anything wrong with what you're building, but because you realize that properly defining very basic process is generic to money management, not just blockchains, and is never done ever. So blockchains can do this better than traditional banking, but the crypto industry, right large, isn't off the hook here because they don't. All they use is multi-sig. I've been ranting about this for years. Bitcoin feels like carrying around a suitcase full of cash, but it should be possible to do even better than banking. But people don't get excited about real security. They get excited about Ponzi schemes. That is very true, Bram. People do get very excited over Sheep and Doge and all these little miscellaneous penny coins that can make them millions of dollars overnight. There's certain people still sticking around with Chia, me included, all right? The custody stuff I'm working on is something we're going to dog food soon, and product size after that. So this is the first time I've ever read that term, dog fooding, and I had to look that up. So the term dog fooding is an IT slang for the use of one's own product. In some uses, it implies that the developer or the companies are using their own product to work out bugs, as in beta testing. One benefit of dog fooding is that it shows that a company is confident about its product. Wow, that is awesome. He is that confident to, I guess, say all this, obviously. And he, you know, whether he's wrong or right, he's proving that he's building something to back all that up and not just talking about it. Obviously, it would have been a lot easier for him just to tweet and say, no, I think you're wrong. Someone somewhere can probably do this a lot better. But no, he's coming out and saying that, well, you guys are wrong because I am coming out and doing this better than, or attempting to make this possible better and making it work while I'm actually going to test it on ourselves. So we can continue on. Also, Finality is not the boogeyman they make it out to be. Finality is absolute critical in certain places like Fedwire. There's no law saying that banks have to use Fedwire. They do it because there's the only way to get finality. And finality meaning here is that, you know, once that transaction takes place, there's no reversing it. It's done. If you were to close on a house and you wire transfer to a, whoever the second party is, and you happen to mistransfer that to a different party that it wasn't intended for, that's it. You're done. The bank is not even responsible for that at that point. So I just want to make clear of that. The problem with a bank providing finality is that the law enforcement can come in and say that a certain transaction was fraudulent and the money has to be sent back, and the intermediary would have to enforce it. Fedwire is run by the government, so if anyone tried to sue them saying that they had to reverse a transaction, they could tell them to go pound sand. And if you pound sand, you're hopeless at that point. You're not getting anywhere. Basically, that's what it means. If you want to reserve a wire, you have to go to the recipient and ask for the money back. Yes, that is true. If you even know who you sent it to. Just saying. Banks keep using this because to them finality is a good thing. Interbank transfer has to truly settle at some point, and you'll never know who had what. And here we're coming towards the end of this. The other point in this article are minor and have simple rebuttals. Properly backed stable coins used properly kept the volatility from being a problem. We've got the climate emission problem figured out. Bram actually admits here that he's ranting. And I always know every time Bram starts tweeting these multiple tweets in sessions is that he's either ticked off or something really bothers him, right? But I'm ranting about it because the main thrust of the letter is simply wrong. But the crypto industry has been doing an extremely poor job of demonstrating its real potential. So it's unsurprising that these misperceptions are widespread. I totally agree with him. Guys, this is what pretty much he sums up at the very end of this tweet. Crypto is so much out there right now, but I would say 90% of every project out there is trying to scam, pump and dump, and just make a millionaire out of a selective handful of people. And that's how it's been right now. It's nothing revolutionizing to the point of like what Bram is saying, that he's building something to accommodate this, to make an alternative. But I have yet to see any other crypto projects out there that has focused on that. I don't know. I mean, maybe there's other projects out there that just hasn't surfaced yet or hasn't gotten the recognition. Hopefully this will all change going in the future. Let's just say potentially if this letter gets to the minds of the individuals who passes these laws and regulations, then we may have a problem with crypto in general, because it may not just get adapted like it should be, because it's been going on for too long now. Especially we have these old school thinking that crypto is never going to revolutionize anything. It's not going to change anything. And the only way these individuals who are making the laws, setting the regulations, putting things in place is not going to benefit from it, then obviously they're not going to even look at it. They're not even going to flinch at it. They're just going to keep everything the way it is now. I'm always happy to bring this information over to you guys because that's what I love doing. Hey guys, before you turn away, I'm going to make sure I'm going to pick another winner because I stopped for the last few videos. I had ran into some situation, but here we go. We are looking at the Hive Mapper Dashcam Helium Miner video. We have 96 comments, 1,184 views, and I am going to go to my pick a winner, and we have choose from all comments, and boom! Isaac Mendez. Congratulations for winning your XCHs. Hit me up on the Discord, okay? I also want to make a quick note of that people have been impersonating me and hitting you up on Discord. I have no reason to hit you up on Discord to ask you to invest anything anywhere. It's me giving you stuff, not you giving me, all right? The only thing you can actually give me is hit that like and also comment below. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. I want to thank you guys for being here. Please remember to hit that like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.